Michael changed the game because everyone tried to do the things that he did. He would drive down, dunk on people with the tongue wagging and all that stuff. What he became, the evolution, I mean, it was like, wow. When you have a guy with the kind of notoriety, the kind of popularity that Michael has, it's good for the whole entire league. You know, y'all keep calling it the double nickel game. He dropped 55, and you know, he made a move to get to the free throw line, and I thought he was going up for the shot, and I go to try to block the shot. He dishes it off to Bill Winnington. He dunks it. That game was the coming out party for him. You know, he showed the league, the world, that he was still great, and he went on to win 3 more championships. According to him, he retired for 2 years to give the rest of us an opportunity to try to win a title. And according to him, I didn't take advantage of it, so he had to come back to show the world that he's the man.
New York City is our setting for today's contest. And there's been no shortage of buzz in the streets leading up to this game. Good evening, everyone. With Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello, this is Kevin Harlan. On our sidelines tonight reporting, David Aldridge. We've got a major game on the road tonight for the Bulls. Mike, they're taking on their Eastern Conference rivals, the New York Knicks.
And it's Michael Jordan who really has his work cut out for him in this one. Only his 5th game back since his big return. And he has to take on a very physical and intimidating Knicks squad.
I think this game cannot get enough build. It's going to be a beauty. Clark, let's widen the lens and look at the bigger picture. This game has potential conference implications.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, you're right. For both teams, this game is a twofer. So a chance here for either team to protect or improve where they are in the standings. And because of that, and just the fact that these teams are so competitive, it's going to be a hard-fought, entertaining game.
Going over the starting lineup for the Bulls, it's B.J. Armstrong at the point. Then the dynamic duo of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Then it's Tony Kukoc at the 4. Down low, they've got Will Perdue. For the Knicks, they'll start off with Derek Harper and John Starks in the backcourt, with Anthony Bonner and Charles Oakley at the 3 and 4. And at center, Patrick Ewing.
It's going to be interesting to see how Jordan takes on this Knicks team. Will he try to outsmart New York, or is he ready to go toe-to-toe?
And they get it back. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Kukoc kicks to Armstrong. Stolen by Ewing. Outside Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Proving he's got some hops. Harper loves going up strong with it.
You know, Clark, big challenges historically have a way of bringing out the best in Michael Jordan.
And Kevin, I think that's exactly why this is a game people have circled on the schedule for a while. This atmosphere, taking on a rival on their home court, you know that gets the competitive juices of Michael Jordan stoked up.
Yep, that's what drives him. You're right. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
You talk about a hostile crowd. Coach, these Knicks fans are going to be very vocal, it seems, all game long.
It's part of what makes Knicks home games so intimidating. Just being in this building can give teams nerve. And it could be a factor for the Bulls in this one if they let the crowd get under their skin.
Yep. And Jordan renewing old acquaintances. And for more on that, let's bring in David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. When Jordan left the NBA, few guys could guard him as well one-on-one as John Starks. Part of Starks' success was that he was able to hand-check Jordan effectively. But now with the rules changes to hand-checking, Starks will have to find a different approach. We'll see if he can adapt and come up with similar results. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, one of the interesting stories, David, thank you. And we know Jordan, Mike, has only been back a handful of games. One of those interesting stories, will Starks be just as effective tonight as he was when Jordan was playing years ago?
Well, there are lots of factors beyond just the rule change. Starks is just as out of practice guarding Jordan as Jordan is being guarded. I don't think they guarded you on the baseball field. No. So it's hard to say.
It's going to be fascinating to watch. Hey, Clark, something we're going to be watching closely. John Starks in his defensive effort right now against Michael Jordan.
Kevin, that is a ginormous task, but one that Starks doesn't back away from, and I think he's up to the challenge. He knows how to be a pest and make it difficult for Michael Jordan and limit MJ's effectiveness on the offensive end.
It is going to be must-see basketball.
Yes, sir. Three-point shooting, one of the strengths of Scottie Pippen's game.
Starks outside, back to Harper. Passes it to Bonner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Kukoc. Big expectations for Michael Jordan tonight, Coach, especially on the offensive end of things.
Yeah, people are hoping his explosiveness returns. They want to see the guy who would drop 40-plus points in a night like it's nothing.
Smith checked in for the Knicks. Anthony comes in for Derek Harper. Chicago also making some changes. Longley comes in for Purdue, and it's Blunt in for Kukoc. Pushing it up. And Ewing with the block.
Boy, Ewing using that size to make an impact on D. He loves coming up with the rejections.
Just 2 days ago, Jordan hit a buzzer beater to steal a win off the Atlanta Hawks. Not bad for only your fourth game back in the NBA.
You know, he also, Mike, was the leading scorer in that game as well, racking up 32 points. Chicago fans were very glad to see him show up like that in the clutch.
Things had been going a little bumpy for the Knicks this season, but ever since New Year's Day, they've been playing great basketball and look pretty intimidating out there.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Mike. Their record since the new year, a very impressive 31-11. I think that sends a clear message to other teams around the league that we're here and they have real playoff aspirations and potential.
Now here's Anthony. Following the miss by Michael Jordan.
This is the kind of passing you love seeing. Bonner whipping it to the open man.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. John Starks looking out of sorts in this one. Jordan is having his way.
And you see Jordan wearing number 45 out there. The same number he was wearing on the baseball diamond. Not as usual 23.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, if he wanted to be 23 again, he'd have to pull it down from the rafters back home. He retired, so they retired his jersey. But it's still a little weird to see him wearing 45.
Bulls foul.
And the Knicks making a change here. Davis is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Kerr's checked in for B.J. Armstrong. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Williams, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Coming onto the floor.
The Bulls with the lead.
Herb Williams.
Jordan outside. Oh, my!
Wow! Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Pass to Davis. Back to Starks. A red-hot start for Starks. Looks like that week-long shooting slump is finally coming to an end. And here is Jordan. He's got 14. From deep. That shot off the mark.
A little bit of a heat check right there, rising up from way downtown.
And there was a time a shot like that would get you benched. Not these days.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls.
19.
He totaled 14 points in the quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to New York City, where the Chicago Bulls are taking on the New York Knicks. And our second quarter is getting going here.
The atmosphere in this building right now is fantastic as we go into the second quarter. This New York crowd is making noise and letting their Knicks know they've got their back.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter.
Michael Jordan.
They've got Pippen.
The assist.
Kerr is out there with Jordan.
Wennington.
And there's Wennington. And it's Kukoc in at the four-man position. Outside Harper. And there's the pass to Starks. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Starks has got 8 points. The energy of these New York home games, Clark, it is one of a kind.
Well, it's a special place. The fans really know the game and love it. And this is what basketball is all about to me. Two great teams going at it while the fans are being heard loud and clear.
Yeah, they know the game so well. You're so right. Starks outside. Outside Harper. Outside Davis. Williams trying to break free. And they'll get another chance. Outside for Starks. Pass to Smith. Over Jordan. Goes up again. Rebounded by Wennington. Well, Clark, in the first quarter, Starks didn't seem to give Michael Jordan too much trouble.
No, he certainly didn't, Kevin, and that's a credit to Michael Jordan. I think Starks didn't expect Jordan to be as sharp as he was. He's going to have to turn it up defensively if he's going to disrupt MJ.
Really amp it up. You're right. Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wennington.
Well, there's a reason it was way off. He got fouled.
Yeah, easy whistle.
First trip to the line for him here. That free throw, no good. A different look for New York. Ewing's checked in for Smith. And it's Bonner in for Davis. Longley's checked in for the Bulls. Armstrong comes in for Steve Kerr. Takes it inside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And 3 from Jordan. Another 3 for Chicago.
One thing that hasn't suffered with Jordan since his leave of absence is efficiency from the free throw line. He enters this game having only missed 5 of about 30 total attempts. That's pretty good.
Jordan's free throw shooting has always been a hallmark of his game, averaging around 84% on shots from the stripe. That muscle memory clearly serving him well.
Oakley, he's checked in for Williams. And Charles Oakley out there with the slam.
Yeah, he doesn't throw it down much, but I love seeing Oakley hammer it down like that. Good job, Oakley.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Take a look at the levitation. Just hanging, suspended in the air.
Gosh, it's fun to watch, and that's how he's able to slam it down with such ease.
He makes it look easy, but trust me, it's not that easy.
Shot clock at 6. Harper against Kukoc. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Chicago ball.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. What a game so far for Michael Jordan, coach. He's playing very assertively on offense.
And Patrick Ewing has not been able to do much about it. His own numbers just don't even come close to Jordan so far.
Pretty surprising.
It makes you feel a little nostalgic to see Michael Jordan back in New York, a place where he's been a part of some heated and iconic games against the Knicks.
Here's Harper. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Jordan with the rebound. Clark, this is Jordan's 5th game back with the Bulls, but it still feels like he's in the middle of his return.
Kevin, I agree with you. The return tour, not quite over yet, but seeing him here on the Knicks' home turf again, it's almost like he never left.
Yeah, thank goodness he is back.
Yes.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge. David, what do you have?
Thanks, Kevin. Now, since Jordan's big return, Chicago is just 2-2. From what I'm overhearing in the huddle, they think this could be a big night. Guys?
Wouldn't that be something, David? Thanks for that. Mike, sounds like the Bulls have a lot of good energy right now.
A win here would certainly be a statement. It would also help show people that MJ is back.
Yeah.
And these Bulls mean business.
Big time, you're right.
You know, looking at this Knicks team, this is the first time they've really been at full strength this season. Injuries really took its toll on them.
To halt the run, Bonner no good. Bulls leading by 12. Passes it to Kukoc. And it's Kukoc with the jam.
Leaking out well when the break is on. Kukoc's floor awareness in these situations is sublime.
Coach, now that injuries are hopefully behind them, is it smooth sailing for these Knicks?
Well, now they have to get used to these new lineups fast because the postseason is not a place to be figuring things out. So hopefully they click in the next few games.
They're going to have to. Anthony's checked in for Harper. Then for the Bulls. Purdue, he's checked in for Longley. And it's Blunt in for Kukoc. Stolen by Pippen. And here's the fast break. And here's Jordan outside. Kept alive. The three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing. And here's Jordan outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Jordan's got 30 points.
And once Jordan gets rolling, you're done. Because he's relentless in how he continues to attack.
That's tipped. Pippen with the steal. Shot, high post. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Smith checked in for the Knicks. Davis comes in for Bonner.
Charles Smith.
There's 45 seconds left here in the second. And here's Jordan outside. With that basket, Michael Jordan putting up the most points since his return. Starks outside. Smith trying to break loose. Here's Ewing. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Yeah, they forced a miss, but they didn't box out Ewing. And that has to happen. Patrick will eat you alive on the offensive boards.
Jordan passes to Blunt. Back to Jordan. His three-pointers off the mark. Knicks trail by 18. Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
The three from Anthony. That one, no good. And so it's Chicago, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. The glimmering lights of New York City in springtime, as the second half of our game is just about ready to get underway. Welcome back, everyone, to New York, with the Knicks taking on a head-to-head battle with the Chicago Bulls. It's been another memorable Knicks home game so far.
How great is it to see Michael Jordan back in his Bulls uniform? I mean, this is a team he's led to some incredible highs. And you can already see guys feeding off his energy, his talent, and his competitive spirit.
Let's hear from David Aldridge. David, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. With his performance tonight, Michael Jordan is on track to break a record, his own. MJ currently holds the record for most points scored by an opponent against the Knicks in New York. And that's 50 points, which he racked up way back in 1986. So this could be another historic night for Jordan in Gotham. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, Mike, wouldn't that be something if Jordan can pull it off?
And the funny thing is, this makes it hard not to root for him a little. Right. Because it would be special to get to see him pull it off.
That'd be a lot of fun. They've got Ewing. Starks out there with Harper. Then it's Oakley, and it's Bonner in at the three. That's the 5 for New York right now. And since his return to Chicago, Jordan has remarked, Mike, that he sees this as Pippen's team now. What do you think?
And that speaks to the respect Jordan has for Pippen. Scotty did a great job leading this team while Michael was away, but I know everyone is glad to have him back.
Including you and I.
Yes, indeed.
A difficult situation for New York. Well, Clark, it seems so far in this game, Jordan has been able to outwork Starks' defensive efforts.
Yeah, I agree with you there. He seems to be just one step ahead, really sharp. Starks might end up regretting making it known that he thought he could tie up MJ.
He'll challenge him the whole way, you know that.
Yeah, he's a fighter. Pretty artful dribbling display by Jordan there, and it completely baffled the defender.
Pass to Starks, and stolen by Jordan. Goes up, and it's Jordan with the jam.
They are really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys are struggling to maintain pace.
Ewing left side. Six on the shot clock. And here's Harper from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bulls seem to be doing everything, Mike, they can to silence this New York crowd.
Yeah, if these fans are bothering them, they're doing a great job hiding it. And nothing shuts up a crowd like the opposing team having control of the game.
And they've got control right now. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
This locker room loves having Harper on their side. Derek is always looking to pass.
Armstrong kicks to Jordan. From deep three-point range, we all know the scoring record for this building, and Jordan is flirting with it right now.
Tremendous range this guy has. He'll stretch a defense thin, razor thin.
I think he gets much harder in that first 3 to 4 feet beyond the arc, too.
Back to Starks. The three. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Jordan. And Jordan slams it in.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
Well, Coach, you look at all the turnovers. What a way to drive your coach crazy. I know it would drive you crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
One more basket and Jordan ties the record in this arena. He's got 48.
Tell you what, Jordan's such a strong defender. Outstanding at reading the opposition and pouncing on those steals.
Shot to stop the run. Offensive rebound. Oakley. And Charles Oakley out there with the slam.
How about the effort on the offensive boards?
Remarkable job, Clark. The coaching staff, he's tied his record here in New York. 50 for Michael Jordan in just his 5th game back.
Rolling towards the rim with momentum. Jordan is an absolute terror on the drive.
Harper the pass to Oakley. Tipped away. Stolen by Pippen. And it's Michael Jordan, coach, who has looked firmly. Jordan breaking his own record and setting a new one here in the Big Apple.
Yeah, Pippen, a fantastic defender and knows when to pounce on passing lanes to come up with the steals. Watch out.
Bonner inside, defended by Pippen.
That's a big man who knows his role. Grab boards.
Jordan against Starks, outside for Pippen. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Ewing's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now the pass to Bonner. Starks outside. 51 seconds left in the 3rd. Jordan with the steal. 55 points for Michael Jordan tonight. The double nickel for MJ. What a performance.
You know, Jordan doesn't need any help there. I mean, his athletic. How else can you explain an easy dunk right off the inbounds pass? Shouldn't happen.
Kerr with it. Jacks up a 3. And the Bulls another 3. Coach, the Knicks.
Well done.
Didn't give up on the play. Way to stay with it.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Pulls it from the elbow. Offensive rebound. Takes a 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Here in this 4th quarter, it has been about it, Kevin. Always hard to lose a game at home, but you got to put it behind you. I know they're thinking ahead, and they'll look to handle business next time out.
They think they're going to rebound, I'm sure. For Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge,